You know, my life has been about learning since, you know, I was in Zimbabwe with Thomas Mapfumo and the Blacks Unlimited. I learned a lot by traveling around Zimbabwe and around United States, Japan, Canada, Europe. And all it was for me was to learn about the people until I moved to England. And I then realized that actually the mbira is, I should use the mbira as an education tool to, you know, teach people about Zimbabwean culture and also to mix with other cultures, which is part of the project that I've been doing here in New York with Timbila, which has got a guitar, bass, drum, tabla, violin, and this makes me challenge myself about what do I want to do in life, and then mbira gives me a purpose, and I feel like I've got a very important role to play in the society, whether it's in Zimbabwe or it's in New York or it's in England. And this role is to bring people together. Some traditionalists might think, what am I doing with mbira? Mixing guitar, violin, tabla, which is mainly an Indian instrument. But for me, it's building those bridges between culture and people, so that we don't have to forget the history, but we can remember the history and find a way of moving forward, because then we challenge the stereotype, the prejudice, everything that makes people separate, which is a very hard thing to do. It doesn't matter whether it's in a pub, or it's in a church, or it's in a festival. I just make sure that I take people with me so that they understand the music and how we are collaborating, which is the main thing really, because the music was never written down. So now we have situations where we might write the chords down, or we might write the notes down. I've been experiencing this with a violin player who could write notes down and interpret what the sound of the mbira is, and the guitarist who is so deeply rooted in African music. So working with somebody like that is like a breath of fresh air, because, you know, we have to save the creation rather than the tradition, because the tradition is gonna change anyway. But the creation of the music that was never written down or transcribed in any form, to be involved with that sort of project, it makes me feel like I've got a purpose.